Hey guys, it's Reagan Kelly here from the Freedom 15 movement. And guys, in tonight's episode and over the course of the next 3 days, I'd really like to share with you the 3 foundational elements of any successful business. So when we look to large multinational corporations such as Apple and such as Coca-Cola, as well as extremely successful small to medium-sized enterprises, they generally have 3 common characteristics. And the reason I'm sharing those with you tonight, and as I said, over the course of the next 3 days, is quite simply in the hope that you can take those principles and apply them in your own home-based business. So the principle I'd like to introduce to you tonight is the importance of having a vision, and not just any vision, but one that is extremely well defined and able to be communicated effectively. Now, first and foremost, you need to have a personal vision, and I'm sure you guys are already familiar with this concept. So you need to know with absolute certainty, with unwavering belief, exactly where you want to go. You need to have that foresight and have it very clearly defined. In fact, most effectively, that can be achieved by writing it down to hold yourself accountable as well to that particular vision and to make it real. Now, I'd like to share with you on that note a beautiful quote from Alice in Wonderland, and it's one of my favorites. It's where Alice says, "Which way should I go?" And the Cheshire Cat replies, "Well, where are you going?" And Alice said, "Well, I don't really know." And the Cheshire Cat just replied with, "Well, it doesn't really matter which way you go." And really, that's a way that we can look at having a vision as well. Because if we don't know ultimately where we'd like to end up, or at least in the short, medium, and long term, where we'd like to end up, then it really doesn't matter what actions we take to get there, and we have no motivation to get there because we simply don't know where that will be. Now, on another note, and taking that up a level, you need to also have a team vision. Now, even if you don't have a team yet, even if the team consists of one person and that's you need to know exactly where your team is going to go in the future. And you need to be able to communicate that effectively when you're introducing people to your business opportunity. Now, taking that a step further, it would be extremely beneficial to have as well a regional or even a national vision for where your company is going and the role that your team is going to play in that. And then taking that a step further, where your company vision is going to go. Because ultimately, if you become a leader, which I hope that you all do in your particular company, then you will be responsible for fulfilling that vision and expanding even further. So as I said, it's important to know on a company level, even if you are still the very first person in your team and you've just gotten started, you need to have that bigger vision. And there are a few reasons for that. The first is that many people believe that generally speaking, people are begging to be led. It's very unusual that a leader can stand up and say, "This is exactly where we're going. I have unwavering belief in my ability to get us there," and to be to have those characteristics to really inspire action into other people. So very infrequently, a person can stand up and challenge what is familiar for another person. And quite simply, people will buy into that. People want to be a part of somebody else's vision if they cannot find that for themselves. The other reason you need to be able to effectively communicate your personal vision, your team vision, and even your larger company vision is to be able to speak to the hearts and minds of other people and to make them feel like what you have and where you're going is something that they would really like to be a part of. And if they don't, that they would be incredibly disadvantaged in taking that option. So on that note, guys, I'd like to leave you with a thought that came out of a recent entrepreneur convention that I attended, and I have been referencing it a lot, but I found it extremely valuable. And this particular sentiment came about when one of the speakers said, as an entrepreneur, generally speaking, as an entrepreneur, we spend our lives tinkering in a universe that doesn't exist yet. So if you really think about that, guys, a lot of us get into a home-based business, myself included, and we really see this vision not only for our own lives, but over time we start to see a vision for all generations, for our family and friends, for, creating a paradigm shift so that people can actually understand the opportunities that do exist for creating wealth in today's day and age. So, those of time and financial freedom. We see, even if we have not gotten to that point yet, where we're going to go and the vehicle that's going to get us there. So, as I said, and I'll say it one more time, we spend our lives tinkering in a universe that doesn't exist yet. So, the universe that doesn't exist yet is one where people are very familiar with our opportunities. People can understand that there's more to life than just working a 9-to-5 job, that there are other options. And if they choose to pursue a 9-to-5 job, then that's all well and good. But just the fact that there is something else out there. So, that's the world that we live in at the moment, is one that's where we're challenged constantly with people that don't believe in that universe just yet. So that's where the importance of vision comes in. Now, guys, I really hope you found value in this video. Do make sure you watch out tomorrow as well as the day after. I do recognize that it's Easter, so I do hope you guys are taking some time out with your loved ones and having an absolutely fabulous time. But as I said, I will be introducing those other 2 foundational elements that every successful business has got. So thank you very much, you guys. I love you. Much love. Go and write out your vision. Put a vision board up if you haven't already, and I shall speak to you tomorrow. Bye.